Hello and welcome back to our coaching journey series. We are in week 11 of the 2025 season, our 9th game of the season with the Memphis Tigers. And we're going to be jumping into our conference matchup against Tulane here, hoping to win another game here.
On the banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth as always by...
Alright, we get the ball down 3-0. Nothing too bad.
Productive play on first down. The give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Running back goes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Cunningham. Got his man out of the backfield. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after it. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Got it. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. It's a draw. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs.
And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous...
I mean, he looked like he had a step,
Set,
so
first down.
I don't know, I guess.
The give is to Smith. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
To the air, it's Cunningham. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
They'll snap it from the 28, in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Got the quick pass. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. game. Memphis hoping to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wants to throw on second down. It's caught. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal coming up. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it to the house. Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
Great line, getting up in the air.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He got a bunch of work, close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle. And what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
They're testing the right side here. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
You've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
He unleashes a long one. Reels it in down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Ready, 6th play of the drive coming up. The inside handoff. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short. They know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They'll ride the hot hand, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it, Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Across the 25, he's got room. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. He put up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Cunningham. Getting some heat. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Snags it over the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And here's a fumble on the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously.
Didn't even get tackled either. He just got tapped.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Right back to the well. Made a defender miss. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman...
The freshman able to get home with the sack. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
Wants to throw. It's Cunningham. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw and catch him off guard. Now they've got 1st and goal.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? Dropping back, it's Cunningham.
Oh, catch the
And
ball.
a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. This is a spot you see many... Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out. Just time to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. He's going to pass. Quickly complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Here we go. Off play action on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Got his man downfield. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Power football with the run. Got some room into the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
That is exactly what you want in your offense. Late in that half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Screens are so
They've already racked
wonderful.
up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again.
I don't know why I keep doing
Quick
screens.
strike complete.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
God,
Defense
are you
did a great
kidding
job.
me?
3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Back to pass, it's Cunningham. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. He's got him out to the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He makes the connection. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put it. I know that.
They'll run it from the gun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4 down territory.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
There we go.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver.
And of course we let him tie.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Gets it out quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy and take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing real.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 30. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Here's the handoff. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Here you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need it.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
To throw, it's Cunningham. Makes the grab on the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
Using the quick game. Open space at the 25. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And this is sort of like a pinball machine. The numbers keep ticking up. He's closing in on 450 yards.
Yeah, Reese, and there's no defense for perfect throws, and that's what this guy's been delivering all game long. You know, the coverage hasn't always been awful, but this guy just finds a way to thread the needle.
And obviously, this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about it in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish.
He is smashing people. for this offense.
See, our defense didn't show up today.
From the gun, give on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Neither
Now
did
with
the
that in
offensive
mind to
lineman.
start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Cunningham. They're working that left side. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Yeah, a great job by the QB, finally running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another 1st down. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The run to the left. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Looking to throw for it. Dances away. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Throws to the wideout. Finds his man enough for the 1st. Touchdown! And with that, they move back front here on the 4th. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He was just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receiver.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we can put that on William Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. On the They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Cunningham. He looks that one in nicely. Finds the crease at the 20. They get him down with this offensive setup. 1st and goal from the 9. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, we're making them use their timeout, so that's good. Probably going to try and drain the clock a little bit now, unless we score right away.
Has them threatening from inside the 10. A 1st down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown,
And this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Well, once again, no defense. They had 574 yards of offense. We had 702 yards. Although we did almost have twice as many 1st downs, but Cunningham threw for 557, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Smith had 164 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. Everett and Badaford each had a rushing touchdown as well. Hawkins, 5 catches, 170 yards, 2 touchdowns. Brady Cluse, 163 yards, no touchdowns, but 12 catches. Sutton Smith had 103 receiving yards. Leverett, 83 yards, and Teed 1 catch for 38 and a touchdown. Well, Chandler Martin had 2 sacks on defense, no picks. Only 1 tackle for a loss from Joshua White. Alright, so here's how our recruiting looks so far. We're in the top 20 for our class. We have 7 4-stars and 2 3-stars. Our 4-stars are a mix of offense and defense. Tight end, right end, left guard, middle linebacker, halfback, left outside linebacker, and a quarterback. We've been struggling to fill our needs on offensive line because there just hasn't been anyone interested. And on defense, we still have quite a bit of needs. I'm trying to at least cover the amount of seniors at each position there, and not necessarily follow the exact number that we need, but safeties, we don't have really much of anything. We struck out on some big names already. We're in the lead on this middle linebacker, in the lead on the left tackle. Kind of just found one and put some points in to try and get in the mix on him. In the lead on a team SAP, 3-star free safety. It's a gem. And lead on strong safety and another halfback. And then we do have some points on defensive tackle, left guard, right tackle, another right tackle, another defensive tackle, another right tackle. I am worried we're gonna lose out on this second 4-star linebacker we're looking at in the middle. We only have a slight lead, and the things he's interested in don't really go well with hard sell or even a soft sell. Feels like we're kind of stuck in the send the house option, and we don't really have any other options, so I don't know. We do already have a 4-star. We do have 2 guys graduating, but we do still have a solid junior there, and then a sophomore who we can hopefully develop in the off season. So we rearranged our points. We're putting 50 into this left guard, Willie Brooks, just because we want depth at that position. We only have 1 guy on the roster right now. We did sign a 4-star recruit, but it'd be nice to have another guy. And then we're going to look at offering this Dalton Rhodes a scholarship with our last 5 points, just to see if we can get on his radar at all. That's another spot where we had 2 seniors, or have 2 seniors graduating after this season. That and middle linebacker, although like I said, I am concerned about middle linebackers, so we might have to look at another one late in the season or in the transfer portal. But we are currently first, so. But that'll do it for this episode. We will take on UAB in the next episode. Hopefully we'll keep on stringing some wins together. We're ranked 14th, so not too bad. But with that said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.